what we decided was that the induction would be as long or as slow a process as need be, really. Each person was very, very individual, and it was about Donna getting to know them. Donna, from the minute she moved in this house, she felt at home. She felt it was her residence. She was in charge, and she made that categorically clear from the beginning. In the same way, she seemed, by the interview and everything else from then on, to know that she did have a say in who worked with her. So what we did, I know my sister both in a family way. Obviously, I've been her main carer for many, many years, and also I also know a little bit about, because I used to work for a provider, so I know a bit about the background and certain sort of procedures that are usual in a house. But none of that mattered. What mattered most of all was just getting to know Donna, getting to make sure the people felt comfortable with her and she felt comfortable with them. Because she's quite a robust person, it's like having a tornado coming in and out of the house, doors bang, and there's sometimes quite a lot of noise and clutter. And she's a very, very busy person. And people had to get to identify with all of that and understand that that is just Donna's way. This is how she is as a person. No point trying to change her or anything. So we did a kind of very, very comprehensive and full guide, which was an introduction about Donna, and lots and lots of. I used the sort of routines and so on to so far along the way, and all of the information that I'd already put into her support plan to say what was important to her, what was the changes that she was hoping for, what was non-negotiable, things that she liked to do and things that she didn't. This also showed very clearly what she had before her lifestyle and what we didn't want. So what a Monday used to be like, 9 to 4, and what it's like now. And I used all of those things really to try and put the pack together in a written format, and really by practicing as we went through everything. There was an awful lot to do. We had set up, there's just one person, one house, but it was setting up a business. It was setting up everything from scratch. Had to have, Donna can't communicate in verbal language or anything like that, so although she does make herself very understood, but you've got to get to know her first. So I had to do the written things so that people understood. I also needed them to find out a little bit about who she was and what she was doing as a person and what she liked. So that took time, and I can't even remember how long. It was different shifts. Sometimes I'd do a couple of hours with somebody, sometimes longer. And I had agreed until the time was right that Donna would sort of semi-live with me, and she was at home with me, and then we would gradually break her into the new way of life, really. But we didn't need to do it gradually. From day one, she just took to it. And the difficulty was at first for the personal assistants to take to it, that they found it was too easy. It was almost as though they were worried that it was too enjoyable. They were phoning me up and saying, is it okay, we're not doing anything this evening, but Donna's just sitting down. And that's fine. It was fine because they were sitting with her. She never used to be able to sit down. She never used to be able to relax. So the fact that somebody was watching a couple of hours TV was fine, as long as Donna wanted to do that. There was a lot of struggling with that, really, understanding that they wouldn't be disciplined. One occasion was, for instance, Donna had a shower, and when she has a shower, you get in there with her, you wade in, and you get rather wet as well very often. And one poor girl got completely soaked and didn't have a spare jumper. So she said she'd put Donna's jumper on. Was that okay? And I said, yeah, that's okay. Donna wouldn't mind, a friend would do that. She said, well, that would have been a disciplinary before, wearing a service user's clothes. So it was about getting out of, she's not a service user. She is not. She is the customer. You are working for her. Everybody wanted to have lots and lots of paperwork and forms to fill out, and wanted to sit down in the office for about an hour every evening. That's not necessary. I'd rather you sat with Donna for that. The sea. We're going to the sea after your birthday. Training, as I said, originally it was enough for people just to get to know Donna. and I felt that that was perhaps, I would say every one of them now, after the first 6 months, they think they know Donna better than I do, and perhaps they do, they know the new Donna now, which is lovely. But that's not enough. Training is one thing that really is important, because you need to invest in your staff if you're going to keep them. I think that they have to realise that they're more than just the housekeeper or the cleaner or whatever, and personal development is important to us all, and by the members of staff having training, then I believe that they understand Donna better. I wanted something that is for Donna, not for anyone else. People were saying to me, had we got first aid? And whilst first aid is important, you can dial 999 if there's an emergency, just as you would in your own household. But we haven't all got, special training in that. But to me, to understand Donna's lifestyle, to understand Donna's condition, to understand about autism was very, very important. It's quite specialised, it's quite expensive, and as yet I have had trouble finding, I haven't had the funds, haven't had the money. So who would help us with that? That's an area I've had a lot of promise, but no feedback or actual happening, other than the small things that we've been doing for ourselves. So to me, whoever's got an individual budget and whatever they need to make life better for them and for their staff, training is a very important part of it, and it should be there to let people develop in whatever way they want.